Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Wakar, salut. Thank you for lurking. And Riddles, how you doing? Have a couple of experiments today. Not sure if I have time to test both. I have some PV prog again today, so bit of a shorter stream today, but still plenty to test and talk about. There was some interesting news yesterday. I should maybe talk about those as well. They announced some changes to the alchemy system and Mundus stones and whatnot. That was kind of sneakily posted yesterday on the forums, and I think there was a website article about that. Oh, also Werewolf is getting more damage, because the synergy is bugged apparently. So we can start with off that stuff, I guess. I'll look in game first. So there's a bug with the Feeding Frenzy. It's the synergy you have with the from the Fear skill that you use. Pretty much, not every werewolf, but on most of them, you have the one that allows you to use your own synergy. Gives major cards and minor force. And those work, but the unique plus 6% damage stun doesn't. So the werewolf is getting kind of like minor berserk or a bit more than that. Not sure if werewolf needs that buff, but it's a bug fix, basically. Other than that, there was the hybridization stuff. So just quickly go over this. There's quite a lot of info here, but they are basically removing some of the effects and adding new ones. So Mundus Stone's Apprentice Mundus is changing entirely. You never use this in actual combat in update 51. So what you get is, or use it if you want to level something, but not in like any competitive activity. Gives you experience earned and inspiration gain. And Warrior Mundus gives both weapon and spell damage. Which I think is a good change. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the hybridization, it's too late to go back basically. And at this point it's better to fix up the remnants of the old system than leave them in, hoping they one day revert hybridization. It's not gonna happen. So it's good if they just fix those remaining things. Svoli, how you doing? Shield tech? Yes, I'll show that in a moment. Chai, good morning. It's not really new deck. It's something I don't see people doing at the moment, but I think is probably more optimal for Torque builds than the alternative. Also weapon... Oh, right. Major Sorcery and Major Brutality are the same thing next patch. So you get both weapon and spell damage. And from Minor Sorcery and Brutality as well. Or well, Sorcery is not gonna exist anymore, but you get both the weapon and spell damage from Brutality. And there's a typo there. Why is it that every time I read these articles, I can find a typo? Like every time. It's crazy. So Brutality is going to provide both weapon spell damage, as mentioned, and Sorcery is getting removed entirely. Savagery, which gives weapon crit at the moment, is going to give both weapon and spell crit. And Prophet is getting removed. So they consolidate it to one buff, basically. And I'll show in game why it's impactful. even without any other changes which they're also gonna make. If you are to make bots, for example, let's say you want you have to pick one of them, right? Usually you pick the one that you have with your class. So if I play Sorc, for example, you get minor prophecy, so you want the major prophecy to make that value higher than what you'd be able to get with weapon crit. The problem here is that if I want, for example, stamina and unstoppable, it doesn't exist, right? So you kind of have to use certain resource return. So you can only get Magicka here. So if you play Stamshock, for example, and you want unstoppable bots and you want to get stamina back, well, not really an option at the moment. It's the same for the weapon crit, I believe. If you want Magicka back, unstoppable doesn't exist. Next patch, it will probably be possible. Like you can kind of have more bot options, basically. But that's definitely not all. Because they're adding a new debuff available from Alchemy. Initially available from Alchemy, so they probably add it to other things as well. Hopefully they do, because the game needs more of this. It's called Vexation. Effect reduces the target's healing done as a counterpart to Mending buff. So at the moment, we have the minor major defile, right? That's only healing taken reduction. It doesn't affect the healing done by the target. So next patch you can stack the healing taken reduction with the healing done. And they're also multiplicative with each other, so you get some really, really good heal debuff value. Which is something the game needs if you play any PGs or open world. It's kinda hard to kill people when there's a heal bot around. It's kinda hard to kill the heal bots as well. So that's a good debuff to have if you want to build around countering that. What if that makes Alchemy more more popular, or sets like the what's it called, they wanted to increase poison duration by 4 seconds. Completely forgot the name of the set, but it's the Wardenfell set. Why do I not remember that? Oh, also I'm in game capture still. Just trying to show the article. Assassin's Guild, this one. If that's the only way to have a like certain heal debuff on the target, you might want to actually use that. And try with the Vatsvik. Thank you for watching the streams. So you added ads to the website, bring in some extra income. Very, very minor amount. I've had the ads for a while now, but hopefully it's gonna pay for itself one day. Right now it's more of a money drain than anything, but it has to be done. Right, so they're gonna change a lot about alchemy in next patch. And also they're adding new effects, so you can get mending from bots as well. So normally you'd have this on a Templar and Nightblade using Healthy Offering. Next patch, I guess, on anything with the right bots or poisons. I wonder what the duration is gonna be. You can have full duration mending, that's pretty good for a potion. Cladbot, how you doing? Help me confirm some stuff. Red charge doesn't increase the standard chance from jabs. That's correct. No, that's not correct. Of course it increases the chance. It's 15% by base, and if you have charged, you will notice a lot more procs. Goes up to like 45% or something like that. So mending is one. Grant damage shields. I wonder how that works. Can you get a damage shield with a potion? Because that could be pretty interesting too. And what's the size of that damage shield? Heal absorption. We already have this though. I don't know why they talk about that as if it's a new thing. But you already have heal absorption. I believe it's the heroism poison, right? I don't want to actually craft it. But I'm pretty sure that exists. It's like 2k heal absorption, something like that. Speaking from jabs, I can test it. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't work, because the effects, they always work the same way with everything. There's a base proc size and just increase the base proc size. I have tried it. I don't know who's giving you this info. Critical damage done, so you can get force as well from potions. If you don't have force, that's probably gonna be the best in shot potion. Just more damage, right? There's no way to get more damage from potions usually. You get sustain or heals or tankiness, but could be interesting. Actually, I'm gonna use this on Nightblade, I think. Oh no, never mind. You do have Race Against Time on Nightblade. What's gonna benefit from force? Maybe Warden, for example. You don't have space for Race Against Time usually. Changes also include removing the lower weapon power trait from existing ingredients, because you get minor maim and it's useless. Yep. There's new ingredients incoming as well. This is going to be very expensive the first few days. So probably going to be some flower picking required. And was there something else? They changed the icons. Passive, so the minor brutality and the minor sorcery is gone, minor prophecy is gone. Instead, Sorc gets a unique unique penetration buff or debuff, I suppose, which is quite interesting. It actually makes well, you probably still want to use things like Onslaught and whatnot, but it makes those slightly less optimal on Sorc. Because you already get a lot of pen from your class, right? It depends on the value, of course. And Templar gets, instead of getting minor sorcery, you get some unique armor buff, which depends on the value, but it could be actually really good. Because armor is a very, very strong thing in PvP, of course. Replace the minor sorcery, so you can have less weapon spell mass, though. I think most of your healing is from the max health scaling, though, so for that, having the armor is probably going to make you tankier. And because you're tankier, you can turn the tankiness into, like, things that you have towards tankiness, you can have towards damage instead. So you probably wind up with more or less the same as before in the end. Hey, River, how you doing? Okay, I was gonna show the Sorc build. This is one of them. I'm probably not gonna try this one today, but I will save it. So you can probably see the shield tech here already. Way better than Inner Light. But I'll test the Templar thing real quick. It's very, very fast to test. I'm from boredom farming shards and made a skill for Sorc. Oof. That's pretty good though. Just like the Sorc builds I've tried and had so far are good, but I just know that there's ways to optimize still. The first thing I tried was the crafty and stacking max magicka, but I don't feel like it's best in sword. Like there's so many weaknesses to that. Like you're very, very squishy. Shields can just melt instantly. Like even if you get a big shield, it's still kinda irrelevant. So I think it's better to stack tankiness and still have a like good balance of everything, so not just be tanky, but still have like 50k plus magic at least. Okay, so I've charged here, right? We can do a bit of jabby jabby. See how many sundet we get. We get some sundet from the Lancer as well, but 33. One from the Lancer, so 4 out of 26. Can do another one just to make sure. Get one from the Lancer. Okay, that's 14 now, so a bit higher. Oh wait, no, that was 15. So why did I was only looking at the crits, I think. So we get one from Lancer, and it's 14. 14 out of 26. Procs 100. Here it's 13 out of 28. It's some random weapons, I guess. Have anything that's not charged? No, okay. Hey, Didum, how you doing? And now we get 4 out of 41. We go from 50% to 10% by not having charged. So whoever's saying that charge doesn't work on jabs is just misinformation once again. Have to be a different weapon that doesn't proc 100. Oh, wait, what do you mean? What should I test? Just trying to see if I can try 2/8. Anything, you don't proc stairs effects with your weapons. You proc it with from the ability. It doesn't matter if it's mazes or daggers or swords. Like the only thing that your doubled like weapon type gives you is this passive. It's literally the only difference. So mazes give you pen. Gives you 1487 pen each maze, so you get 3k total. And nothing else, you don't get anything else from mazes. The enchants matter, so we proc burning and poisoned here with the enchants. And then you have the 15% base sense per jab, or 10%. It actually reads even in the tooltip. And without charged, the base sense was quite accurate. 4 out of 41. Actually a little bit below, kinda unlucky. Because we also have the CPs that increase the stairs proc sense. So it should have been like 15% or something like that. So you also have this thing here. Even if you don't have any charge or anything else, you still have plus 60%. with charged. Once you have charged, then that 10% becomes close to like 40%, 50%. Okay, gonna hop on the Sork. I'll explain a little bit what we did here. Right, so previously we had Inner Light on the front to give us the crit sense and a little bit of extra magic. So what I discovered was that it's not really worth it, simply put. You have the crit only on one bar, which is not the biggest problem with it. We can see here the max magic of 49k, right? How much do you actually get from Inner Light? You get 5%. How much is 5%? 2k magica. It's not worth it when you can have a like another damage shield on the front. That is exactly what we're doing. And we also dropped the Aegis because we can instead have minor protection. I need to actually change that. Morph there, I forgot about that. We can still have the minor protection and we can still have the minor resolve because we have the contingency here. What the contingency also does, besides being able to stack shields, it also makes the other shield tankier, because you get 8% damage reduction after casting it. So I would be very, very surprised if this doesn't work better than the previous build with the Inner Light. You lose a little bit of magicka, but you gain a tankier shield. You gain another shield, so what's better than a damage shield? 2 damage shields. And it allows us to run armaments on the back bar instead of the Aegis, so we have more pressure. You can always, like, before you switch off the back bar, you can send out the bound armaments like that. I think that's gonna feel so much better. All at what? At the cost of 2k magicka. Has to be an improvement. But we can try BT. Still have the armor bots, still have... Oh, also I'm trying Imperium on the back bar. This I'm not 100% sure about. I have to see the value there, but you usually have a weakness on the back bar. Where you don't really have a lot of defense here. You don't have the automatic damage shields from weapon block. Don't have any of the other damage shields there. So you're quite a bit squishy here on the back bar. So I figured if you get a damage shield every time you go there, it's probably worth it, right? 2 to 4 pieces are really good too. Yeah, we have Luonossa doing BTs. See how this works out. Oh, we can also give teammates damage shields now too. It gives them the big shield as well from the Fastmaster. Also I went Shudan because it's a range build. You will gain a lot of value out of the armor buff. Just gotta remember that the LSS is now on the 3rd. That's gonna take some getting used to. And remembering that we have the armaments on the back bar. It's also gonna take a lot of getting used to. Some kind of tonk. Also, I cast the Dark Tail every now and then, but I'm also not sure about the Dark Tail, if it's a good call. to the Curse Elessence. I need to stop casting the Conti so often. Yeah, I don't need the stam that much. Maybe I dropped the Ductile. I could do Duck Conversion instead, get Magicka back. I just thought maybe I need stam sustain now with the armaments. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to. I'm fucking up so many things about this build already, but it does feel tanky. It does feel quite tanky. Hey Aaron, how you doing? And Toma, hello. Yeah, just having the armaments there is super nice. No guys see this today, nope. Have something better. Something much better. It's good old DDF. It's not really about the mythic so much anymore with this build. It's just about like what skills to run. Always was actually, like I think that was the biggest issue with it. Like just having the armaments there for the extra pressure is huge already. While we are also tankier. But yeah, I should switch to Dakkon. Switching to Dakkon also means that it's really good for Zero. It means that you can do a lot more streaking, because you can always turn the stamina into Magicka. Should be using armaments more often. There was a Dawnbreaker, didn't even touch my health bar. Do we have a assassin? We do. Synergy. What are we doing? Damage is terrible, but we're gonna fucking up a lot. Yeah, I need to do Dakkon 100%. Look at my Mach pool compared to Stam. Also has been using ulti. Don't know why I'm not using ulti at all. It's gonna take like about like 15 BTs or something like that to get used to, I think. Like the back bar armaments and the different keybinds and everything. Also, if I can sustain with Energy Overload, I could also try something funny like Mines or something. And there I should have done Shocking Soul instead of the shield, but I still keep thinking I have something on the third key. Or I have like armaments on the third gear. Because I have armaments, but they're on the back bar. But I feel like 15 times tankier than before. Fully LSS everyone. To Reebok. Just had a frag block there. Just LSS everyone. We put dodge, frag after. Another Dawnbreaker, 0 damage taken. Can we just tank the Colo? I guess we can. It's nothing's even moving on my health bar. It's fucking ridiculous. I didn't tap target, I could have done the armaments there. Okay, unbreakable. Does it matter? Not really. Hey Kukra, how you doing? Merhaba Karis. He's not gonna tank that. Yeah, some good info. Oh, this is Cyanide. Someone left the BD. Don't think Cyanide was here at the start. Sir, come back here. Interrupt whatever he was doing. Okay, double armaments into frag. Gets the job done. This feels so much better. Holy shit. Jensen Templar, interesting. I wonder what he's trying. Yeah, this is it. This is the build. I can feel it. Hey, Dragon Wally, how you doing? Another Dawnbreaker. I can cast my shield there. Still I got that squish here, perhaps? No! Why do I do that? I see the, like, okay, I know what the problem is, why I keep fucking up the rotations and everything. Because I see the armaments on my screen, I see that, oh, I have armament stacks, and my brain goes, oh, click number 3, that's armaments. But my armaments are on the back bar, so I don't do it. Because I'm fucking retarded. Oh well, GG. Stormcast tech then, don't know about that. Acuity Warden Enjoyer, hates summer. I'm a very seasonal person. I like summer the first few days. And then, like, towards the end you get tired of it. It's the same with winter, like, when you get the snow the first few days it's fine. But then, like, towards the end of winter, like, you're kinda sick of the snow. Been playing a bit, mostly DK, tried to roleplay, it's unplayable, yeah, I play is not in the best place at the moment. Maybe there's like, I mean there probably is some like gank builds or full damage builds that still can be played, but Ace is rough. Okay, let's make a few changes. And check the values we got. So armaments added like 12% damage compared to before. I'm getting 10k frags without any sigils still. Get to 50k magicka. Imperium 10% is not bad. Especially when you think that it's always when you need it, right? When you go for the back bar when you're at your weakest. When you're rebuffing and applying all of this shit. Also I didn't use the overload enough. Oops. Sphere 32%, I wasn't really blocked up in that much there. We also have 34k health, which is way more than we need. But there's no way to drop the health. There's shit, summer best, 30 Celsius plus, and you're happy. Yeah, I don't mind the warm weather usually, but it's the like, mosquitoes and whatnot. Or well, warm weather if you don't have a good AC is annoying. If it's like too warm in your room and trying to fall asleep, then I really hate it, but... Gotif Rally Mono, what is on 2.8s? I ran Gotif last patch, but in this one I would probably run Soul Cleaver on pretty much any Nightbreath build. Soul Cleaver's insane. Stay buff this. It's now plus 12% damage to any damage. Not just siphoning. Like, the moment you cast Siphon attacks, you have 20 seconds of plus 12% damage. It's pretty crazy. And I'd probably do 2 Waters and 2.8 still on the back bar probably, and Shade Pain is something that helps a lot when you run Siphon attacks. Because with Shade Pain you don't have to build around dots as a Nightblade, and you can still get full value out of siphoning. Because if you have any dot on you, it's gonna proc the heal and the Sam and Mac return as well. Sick of snow, Malikir right now. Humble your shield with Major Orbital Warden. I don't think it's gonna be enough to really deal with this, but... Also, if Imperium is 10% and we have like all of these damage shields, it's even more value, right? Because we have more probability than usual. And I also wonder how much this did for the group. Because it doesn't show up here, right? You only see your own heals and whatnot. Imperium also group support, by the way. It's also for nearby allies. Need to go out of flame on it? Yeah, that's what I did in previous bets. But I probably try to find some way to make pure Nightblade work in this one. I think ranged Nightblade is gonna be easy. Because on ranged Nightblade you just play these Status Mythic and LSS and Bowproc and Soul Cleaver. Do like Bloodthirst, they have the Nightblade execute passive, and people drop low health, they're just gonna melt. You hit someone at 50% health with Bowproc, oh boy, that's gonna be still a lot of damage. Need because absolute zero sustain, yeah, that's the biggest issue with Nightblade is the sustain. Like that's the main reason I don't really enjoy it that much nowadays. Because you cloak around and you have like zero magic always. Even with Siphon attacks, even with Siphoning and Shed Pain, like the only way to have good sustain is with Art of Flame. Or acceptable sustain. It's not good sustain because you have to drop low magic to get value out of it. So that's something I really hope they change about Nightblade. Sooner rather than later as well. Okay, it's kinda insane for max sustain too, right? For the, like, overtime max sustain. Yes, we do that. Gumber, how you doing? What's the tech? No, that's actually the first time someone asked that. I explained earlier though, but... So the build previously, I tried a lot of things on Maxorg. I tried Crafty and all into Magicka and... I mean, I still have all into Magicka, just different sets. But I tried Crafty. I had like Divines and Infuse, I tried with Impen, I tried a lot of things. And I had Inner Light here, right? 40 max Magicka. And while it worked to some degree, it did feel too squishy a lot of the time. It felt like the damage shields that you had, like, sure you would have a really big shield, but it would be instantly broken. So I've been testing a lot of different things on how to fix it. Like I tried Trial by Fire, I tried like a different approach with Status Mythic and still 45k magic or something like that with that build. Right now we have 50k. All of those felt alright, but not as good as they should be. And there was a few reasons behind that, like it just wasn't very well balanced build. I tried off back bars as well. I tried Snake in the Stars, I had Watersun here, Watersun on a range build doesn't really make a lot of sense. Right now we're trying Imperium, I think Imperium is pretty good. Because that's a time of vulnerability for you. But the biggest thing, and what is actually the shield tech, is running Contingency here, not Inner Light. Because I saw this earlier, like if you are fully buffed, minus the DDF. DDF we get to like, that was in no CP, right? We get to 50k no CP. In CP probably like 52, 53, something like that. Because we also get the Arcane Supremacy here in CP. So what do you gain from having Inner Light? You get 2k Magicka. That's it. 2k Magicka. It's not a big deal. I'll show the shield size in no CP or a CP even. It's not worth it. Like, it's simply not worth it. And also Aegis is not worth it, I think. Because what can you do instead of Aegis? You can have the Psychotic for Minor Blood. And because you drop the Inner Light and you change this to Armaments, which gives you the crit and more damage. Like in previous PG, let's see, the Armaments was more damage than Frax even. You get the crit on both bars, not just one bar, like with the Inner Light. So what can you do? You can get the Minor Resolve from Contingency. Which also makes your other shield tankier, because you run this script. Reduce damage taken by 8%, and that's not only damage done to damage shield, but also damage done to your health bar. So it's way better running Conti than running Inner Light, I think. Now I'll show the shield diff here as well. So right now in CP we get 17.1k. As with the Sphere of Influence, but 70.1. If I run Inner Light... Oh wow, 700, that's the difference. You gain 700 more shields. At the cost of losing bound armaments and losing another damage shield, losing 8% tankiness on that 17k, which by the way is worth more than the 700 already. Because what is... was 17.1, right? What is 17.1 plus 8%? How much is 8% there? It's 1.3k. So that plus that 8% damage mitigation is the same as having 1.4k bigger shield. Fuck Inner Light. Inner Light is garbo. Ponti is the way. Next line, Warden rework. Yes, update 51. I hope they... I have some expectations for the Warden rework. I hope they do a... Because they give everything a... I don't have Werewolf skill line right now, but everyone's getting a beam type ability, right? DK has the Fire Breath, Arcanist has the beam, Werewolf has the Cone Claw ability that... I don't know if that's gonna work in PvP ever, but... What they should do with Warden, they should give Warden Blizzard from WoW. Where you can like channel, and you can act as like... Maybe you can move during the channel, but it would be in a targeted area. And maybe there's like some way to make it do giga damage, like with the other abilities with the Werewolf and Decaying Elfin. If you leap and you get full stacks on it, it's a lot of damage. And Arc Beam, of course, you have to stack it. Maybe Warden could have a similar like conditional extra damage on it. And you could just do some big channeled AoE damage. That would be cool. That would be like really cool animation with the little icicles falling down and whatnot. That'd be cool. Now what's up, Crow? How you doing? How's this rock coming along? We made some big improvements. I just need to learn to play this build. Because I'm still overcasting Conti and... I had the wrong... I had Dark Deal here before, but based on this stam sustain in previous video, I don't think we need that. Also, I think having armaments is just good for sustain overall. It's a very cheap ability. It barely costs any stamina, and you restore stamina when you use it. And when you use this, you also restore magicka. So you kind of wind up having way more sustain by doing this as well. And this is Temple with armaments. It never really drops low, so I don't need to... I think here we did Energy Overload. Yeah, I don't really need the Dark Deal, I think. Suffering deal damage to yourself? Yes, very often you can't use it or you die. That's the other 19 times for you. Wow, there's some spam. Asayas, how you doing? It's legit unplayable, boring for like 5 years. Yeah, I mean... Well, I like the DK pets, because I do also play DK quite a bit. Like, DK pets was fun, but I fucking hated subclassing. So I'm quite happy with these pets, with subclassing gone, but... It's a matter of time until people figure out the strongest things to play, and then you see just max out werewolves everywhere. And DK still, I guess. And Sorks with unkillable shields. Gonna bit in the right direction now, but maybe the game will be good in 2028. Oof, that's a long wait. Yeah, they're making some good changes. Some not so good changes as well, but... More good changes than bad changes, I think. You know how good we had it, even in Necro Warden Malakat meta. Yeah, I still need to make a Necro build, and... Well, I did on BTS and Warden builds, but... Gonna be stuck on Max Shock. What if you drop DDF for left-handers? Completely unnecessary. Or is that because I said it doesn't matter what mythic you run? Okay, it does matter a little bit. I think DDF is the best option for this, but... Like the biggest difference comes from the... having the right skills on your bar. I think, in this case. Run Brawl Blade, kill everyone, kill 40k health Wardens on Stamblade. Still probably doable, but... Because Warden with max health is not that crazy, but... Try killing werewolves, like that's the actual challenge. If it's a proper werewolf with max health and armor pots. JK, how you doing? I see alive? I have no idea. It was during the first day of the bets. There were quite a few people there. Everything was at least viable, was actually build variety. Right now in... I mean, I feel like there's more build variety than in previous bets. Or during subclassing at the moment, but... And that's PvP. In PvE, I think the game has... I don't remember when the game was as fun as it is right now in PvE. Because I've done... I have PvE proc today in like an hour, so I can't actually stream for too long, but... I actually have fun in PvE, this bets. Quite a lot of fun because of the amount of things that are playable. Like you want to have every class in raid, and you want to actually use your class abilities. Not just fucking beam on Templar, beam on Knifeblade, beam on Arcanist, beam on like everything. The PvE's been fun. One or two metasubs, and if you don't run it, you're fully cooked. Also killed Nosip. I mean, Nosip it's been dead for ages. It is there, but no one just plays it. 2.4k HP with 17k shield, T-post by 50k HP werewolf. Yeah, I mean, werewolf is still probably the strongest thing to play overall, but I think Maxrock can be very good in Cyrodiil. We can do a little bit of Zero today, but if not today, then next time. 2020 or something, everything was playable. Pal was strong, Sniper was strong. I actually play Pal DD in PvE at the moment. With jabs and class set and run like almost entirely in Templar abilities. It's really fun. Wait for them to take away Templar's sorcery to give it more armor, class identity. Yeah, but I think because you get more armor, you can turn that armor into damage, right? If you have something like protective jewelry or heavy pieces, you can maybe drop those and make up for it, right? Blackwood, yeah, good old days. Recipe Dragon Stamshock, yeah, I played that. Sekar rage quit ESO yesterday, said he's done with ESO. Yeah, he was not having a good time the other day. I mean, it's understandable. Can be very annoying game sometimes. Your Sork. Here we go again. What's up, Peds? How you doing? Can't kill Avus. I don't think there's anything but werewolf. Yeah, as I was right. Like if you play a DK with Firebrand, Balork, doesn't matter what back bar, you probably need Maras to survive them. Then you can maybe kill Avus. If you have fully stacked dots, you do a 500 Balork leap and they don't block it. Yes, you can kill Avus, even good ones. They just have to make a mistake, basically. But if you play anything else, unless it's a very bad werewolf, I don't think you kill them, but you can survive them. You can just ignore them. And luckily there isn't that many good Avus, I think. Yet, at least, until people figure out the builds. I'm dipping, have fun, Gandalf, thanks. Have a good day, man. Thanks for dropping by. If your Arcans can't do shit against them, yeah, you just if ignore them. They should balance Werewolf though. I don't like the max health meta. If they just made the spammable heal based on max stam or magic instead of max health, I think it would be fine. Saan Firebrand or something. Yeah, Saan could also work, but it's a bit more RNG. You need to line up the Saan proc with your burst, and it can break, and then you have to proc it again. And I found Veilog a lot more consistent. Even with 500 Veilog, you can kill them. No, you can. I killed Pelican on BTS with the 500 Veilog. Was the only thing I could kill Pelican with was the 500 Veilog leap on DK, and the only way I could tank him was with Maras on the back bar. Hey Lone Wolf, how you doing? Doesn't feel as strong anymore. I mean, it really depends on build. I like it with leap, because you get the plus 10% to all of the dots afterwards, and the problem is that leap is very counterable, but if you cast it like right as someone dodges and they don't block during the dodge hole, which can happen on leap, then there's a chance. Nosippi community was huge back in the day. Statins would be similar only if they gave 6k armor. Hey, we haven't seen the values yet. Could be 5k, 6k, something like that. I think at 3k you would get a similar value already. At like 3 or 4k, something like that. Hey Kumi, how you doing? Happy Friday testing, well thanks. Circ those Grangers down. Yeah, or it depends on who it is, but a lot of them are too tanky to kill solo. But also somehow most of them feel like they're not really dangerous. Tried Masok with Dot Master with Claw running a Dawnbreaker with Oakfather. Could maybe only kill one if they are turbo bad. Oh, and Decay with Wildfire. I mean, you can do Dawnbreaker, but I think I had a really fun. I mean, for my build, the leap made more sense as well, because I didn't run. You probably have the like Satin Rocks in the Dawnbreaker combo, right? On my build, I had Shorenboard back bar with Rebbass. So you could kind of be on the back bar, surviving, because I was fighting a Warden Werewolf on the BTS, which have a very good one with lots of damage. So I had to go Maras and Sword on board and max health and all of that. And I found that Rebbass was really good, because I could also spend stamina for survivability, not just the like Heart of Flame and Burst Heal and all of that. I could just throw in Rebbasses every now and then. And if I want to switch to offense, I could do Rebbass into Swap and Whip. Was very, very strong. So you could kind of pressure them, and then instead of Rebbass, you would do a leap at one point. And get the 500 Baylog on that. If they were low health, like dodge rolling or anything, it would be GG at that point. So that kind of worked. But it's very, like, build specific, I think. Like on many builds, leap just doesn't work at all. Piggy, how you doing? Werewolf is the way to go now, or does anything even contest in? No, you can contest Werewolves as a DK, but for open world I think Werewolf is a lot better, because you have infinite sustain and lots of mobility, and your heals, as a Sorc Werewolf at least, your heals are extremely broken. Like you heal on dodge souls, so you heal back to full with each click, you have 50k health, you don't have 50k health on DK. You don't have infinite sustain on DK even with Heart of Flame. Or well, you have infinite sustain, but you are kinda contingent on clicking the Heart of Flame every 4 seconds instead of Burst Heal. Well, if you can just Burst Heal and spam dodge soul, like, it's a different story. Guess this, how you doing? That one Vamp Slap from the new Nightblade is crazy damage. Yeah, I can believe that. But the survivability on Nightblade is it's a different story. And the sustain, right? Okay, squishy inside. Thought I had a frag pop, maybe I spent it there. Yeah, there's an Avu. We can try if we can kill the Avu. Missing the Minor Berserk because I didn't use the Dark one yet. I mean, I have no problem surviving this. You run out of stand there, so we can just Dark one. Oh, wait. No, maybe I do need the Dark Deal. For some reason I changed that, fuck. Maybe the stamp system was good because of that. But you kinda need Darkon for open world. So you can turn the stam into magical, right? Hey, it's Iguanes, how you doing? Yeah, hold this frag, thank you. Oh, I don't have the... I keep forgetting that I don't have the armaments on the front bar. It's just mind-fucking me. I wonder how long that's gonna last, because it's annoying. Like, when is my brain gonna be like, okay, you have to do this instead? It's overloading. We kill this one first. We can also overload. We have 500. So we're doing this spear attack, I think. So let's get the yellow shield. I didn't need to refresh that, I was about to get my book there anyway. Okay, well, we win this rock fight. Hey Palapel, how you doing? We win this rock fight without basically losing any health. This is broken, man. This is the build. Still lots of damage. Okay, Avu, you next. Because while you're on the front bar, you basically automatically just build up all of the armament stacks. So anytime you go to back bar, you not only get the shield from your 5-piece set to be tanky while on back bar as well, but you can always throw like double armaments with your combo like this. You do the curse into... Okay, never mind, we switch target. Still the Avu. Do the LSS into double armaments, and now you throw the frag, which is very likely to proc. And just fucking nuke people. Gonna wait a little bit. I could have cast the curse there a little bit too early, and we lose the 3-second hit of the curse. This Avu's not surviving 1v2, no way. How's the new patch? I've had fun making builds. I'll be honest. I'm very worried what's gonna happen in like a couple of months when people catch on to what's broken. But I've had fun making builds. Like I can't deny that. Bug subclassing. I like making these thematic builds that do different things. And the game feels like there's more build diversity in this patch. Plus my KD's been really good this patch, so can't complain. Or I can complain about some things that I don't think are very balanced, like werewolf health scaling, but it's been a pretty fun patch overall, so far. Of course we play the most broken fucking shit in existence so far. I haven't played Nightblade and other things, but so far it's been fun playing werewolf and Maxorc. And DK. It's also something I brought in Zekar's set that I kinda started with the stronger things this time around. I didn't have a frag book there. I'm still fucking things up on this a lot. We have 500 Overload, I should always spend that as well. But we can just tank here with our Giga Shields. Pull some armaments out. Maybe Avu first this time around. Combo bomb at this rock, I guess. Ow. What's that? Some armaments. So wait, I should do that just for the minor berserk. Even though we're kinda low on stamina, we're gonna get it back with damage overload. Okay, I will get through these shields. Good luck. Okay, the beam kinda hurts. I should use the armor block. I have CC meter, so I can just use the duckbill there. Okay, well, GG. Do good damage. Still kinda getting used to this. Teammate was not happy. This is not a deathmatch. Stop doing nothing, idiots. No, he's right, it's not a deathmatch. It's a test video. It's a little testing ground. Kasom, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Wait, my activity feed is bugged, I think. Let me scroll up here. Did they fix Leap this update? Thought you could block it in roll. No, they didn't. You can still do that. Unfortunately. It doesn't always work though, so sometimes you can still hit people with it. 20% damage buff though. Turbo specific scenario with perfect build with perfect mistake moment to have 30% chance to kill. If in fight and CC bug, yes. Most of the fights, if you have like properly calibrated build between a like warden or any werewolf and DK, or against any good, let's say against any good werewolf or against any good DK, or between any good DK and werewolf, it's gonna be a stalemate most of the time. There's a lot of stalemates, and that's because of the health scaling. Goddamn, how you doing? What would you say is a perfect counter to werewolves right now? It's not really a counter to werewolves. You can't really counter them. You can kill them as a DK though. And you can survive them on a build like this, I think we can survive. With lots of damage shields. Oh, no, it does the follow alert. It's just a little desynced or bugged out. That's weird. Yeah, you can kinda ignore most werewolves. Most werewolves at the moment, I don't know what they're doing. I fought a lot of werewolves in BDs and they just do no damage. Or they don't survive somehow. Actually, I think I know why. Like, they just don't have the proper builds. So werewolf, you need to do max health, you need to do 3 reinforced heavy, and you need to use armor pots. Doing one of those is not enough. If you build really high health pool, but you don't have a lot of armor behind it, that health pool is still very squishy. You're stuck spamming heals and dodge rolling and you die eventually. But if you have a health pool that's also very tanky, like it goes down a lot slower, that's where when you cook in. Like that's when werewolf starts to be really just impossible to kill basically, unless you outnumber them big time. I feel like in Souls on your Nightblade, not using Balog as much now. Yeah, I did that on previous bets. I had Souls and 3 Swift and just Zoom, Heart of Flame, Sustain. It was really fun, but right now I don't know how to fit it in. Like I have... what I'm gonna do on Nightblade is gonna be Soul Cleaver. You kinda need to run Soul Cleaver. It's way too good not to run. I'm gonna run Shed Pain for the Sustain and what's on 2H back bar. If I want to have a Mythic, I can't run... I can't run the Soul anymore. It would be only possible with a no Mythic build, but Monomyth is too good on Nightblade, I think. You have really high crit sense, lots of crits, so you get a lot of value out of Monomyth. Someone explain why regular bags have the giant wolf lag spikes. What is SOS doing? Oh, BGs? I have no idea. But it's been pretty bad, like past few weeks, performance-wise. Good, how about you? Not bad overall. Just chilling, testing some new stuff. Stumpcasting was ass, so the patch is not that much better. With Werewolf, one of them... so far I do like the new patch, but... It was the same with DK patch. Like, first couple of weeks, even first month, you're not gonna see too many good DKs, or DKs with a good build. Most of them will just... You meet them in BDs or open worlds, and you're thinking, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, how can you... How can you do no damage as a DK, or how can you not survive as a DK? Like, why is this person running Otsogas on a DK? Why is there an Atromundus and blah blah blah? Atromundus is acceptable, Otsoga is not. But fast forward a couple of months, and everyone's running Oakfather, Balog, Rallying Cry, and just hitting 18k whips and one-shotting you. That's how it goes every patch. Subclassing as well, like first couple of weeks, oh, subclassing is fun, like we can make unique builds and there's so many different builds around. Fast forward a couple of months, everyone's playing Animal as Restoring Light or Animal as Stone Golem. It's always the same. So I don't wanna... I don't wanna have that blindfold on and be like, oh, it's amazing, everything's fine. No, it's fine at the moment. Is it fine in a couple of weeks? Probably not, we'll see. It's gonna be 50k health werewolves everywhere, very likely. Still think you prefer Crystal Weapon over Frags? No, I like Frags more. I hate Crystal Weapon, unless playing... I'm gonna use the bow build on the Bowsorg. Because then I can rotate Crystal Weapon and Mage's Rat, for example. I kinda like it if it's the spammable. If I didn't have Shocking Soul, Crystal Weapon would be alright on a range build. On a melee build as spammable, it feels very, very clunky. And you also need to have something to rotate with Crystal Weapon. Otherwise you lose value of the second hit. Very often. I think you just try it out, not sure about it though. Confirm a bit, don't have much patience for right now. Wait, what do you feel like trying? Werewolf? Werewolf is, I mean, it's really broken. It's really fun if you play max damage Werewolf, but if you play the stronger version, which is the max health one, it's not as fun to play. Like, you can make mistakes and still be absolutely fine afterwards, like big mistakes or mistake after mistake, and if you have the right build, it's just insane. Will there be a written guide for this work on the website? Love the content. Thanks. Yes, there will be. Because I think I more or less have the build figured out now. I do need to test it a little bit more, but this it's another name change again. Can't well, just need to 5v on them. Yeah, or just ignore them. What's up, cat? How you doing? What's the new tech? Okay, now you're trolling, Didum. You were here earlier when I explained it. Zergten, that works. What's up, Snuggle? GG. like do nothing against that 50k HP werewolf alone. Yeah, no, it's very hard to kill them solo, if not impossible, if they play right. On the werewolf, the issue is that with that is there's about 20 meta werewolf builds right now. I don't think there's that many good werewolf builds. Like, meta is used very, very loosely here. I think you just mean, like, what people play, right? Popular builds. So I think there's, like, one optimal build, because you always have the same skills for werewolf, for open world. And when it comes to... for that one playstyle, let's say, there's two playstyles you can build. Tanky, or you can build full damage. I don't think there's anything good in between. The tanky playstyle is the better one overall. But there are situations, like specific situations, where a tanky werewolf would stalemate and the full damage werewolf can get a kill. The problem is that the full damage werewolf always dies to the max health one. Like, you will get deleted by people playing the best in shot werewolf build. I found that out by doing a lot of PTS testing. But in some very specific scenarios, maybe you can have two optimal werewolves. Realize your earlier question was contingent on Threads of War. And by the way, the reason why there's only like two optimal playstyles is because you're always using the same abilities. Okay, maybe three. Maybe there's a werewolf bomber playstyle as well with Claw Fury. So I will add that in there. There could be three like meta werewolf builds. But otherwise it's the same build or same playstyle. It's just that some builds are always going to be stronger than the other for the playstyle you're going for. Earlier question was contingent on Threads of War. I think Maze proc Sundered with that. Yeah, of course, you get a guaranteed Sundered from Threads of War. In that case, it doesn't matter if you have Charged or not. But I don't think you want to run Threads of War with jabs. You're not letting Light Axe as often if you use jabs. Because you're stuck channeling very often. I don't think Threads of War is ideal on that. Lunefo Hayden. What do you think of your Decay, Rally, Oak, Bloodspawn Mono? Change Bloodspawn to Balog and you have the pretty much the meta build from previous patch for bursting people with the either Dawnbreaker into Whip, or some people use Leap, but Leap is a bit more counterable. Flash Superstar real quick. Yes, of course. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind chat here. It's the build right now. We're 4 heavy, by the way, on this. 4 heavy reinforced armor pots. 2 light, 1 medium. Wait a second, I have the wrong attributes. What the heck is this? Gonna fix that real quick. A little bit more damage and shield size. On a plant build that's Threads, for sure won't be signed off by Desi. What's the build? Strong has such a good sustain now, testing esoteric builds using 2 damage sets. I'm not really a big fan of esoteric. I tried it a lot in the past. The problem with esoteric is that it does nothing about dots. It does nothing about proc sets either. Like, any proc, like even if it's direct damage, does full damage on esoteric. And I watch people play esoteric and fight things like werewolves and short dot builds, and those people would just melt. And then I'd watch the same person on a different build. I just delete those players that they fought against. And it wouldn't even be close. So it's not like they got outplayed. Like, esoteric is just it's just disappointing. Even if you can sustain it. Try a few Nightbait subs. Not sure what exactly, since Werewolf Decay and Shock dominating right now. On Nightbait, I can explain the melee one earlier. Soul Cleaver, Shared Pain. Shared Pain is some Giga Tech on Nightblade, because it allows you to get siphoning sustain while you don't have any dots on anyone. You don't have to build around dots if you use Shared Pain. Use enemies' dots against them, and you also become tankier against the dots. So you can go Invis, and any dot on you is gonna give you sustain and do less damage and do damage to the opponent. It's because you proc siphon attacks with the damage from the Seraph Bane. It doesn't uncloak you or anything, so that's one way to play Nightblade. That would be the melee Nightblade, just Soul Cleaver, what is on 2/8, Shed Bane, 1-piece Scoria for the pen. And the range one, I'm just gonna play what I played last patch. I already had Soul Cleaver and Draukin front and Soul Cleaver body. And Status Mythic. I think it was 1-piece did I run 1-piece trainee or 1-piece Scoria, some pen perhaps? Could do that again. And you spam Elesas and bow procs. And this patch you can hit even harder if they're in execute or low health. Riposte CPU decay? Yeah, Riposte allows you to hit some ridiculous whips as well. It's a good call on that build. Okay, we have time for one more BG. It's a bit shorter stream today. I think 1 or 2 more BGs. Because I do have the PvE prog. Or we can do some duels. We can do some duels actually. Maybe it's enough BGs. Draukin threats. Bad. Lightning stuff. Yeah, I won't use threats. That's just yeah, no. On his back bar basically has light attack when out of range, goes with jabs at melee range, hybrid melee range build, and as power of damage. I mean, if you're having fun with it, that's what matters, but I would probably not go for that, personally. So I check the CPs too. Okay, this is another change I made to the sword build. I believe I had boundless vitality here earlier, but I switched that out for relentlessness, because we don't have major prot. And we can do that, because we run the 2 trainee druid, Chudan Imperium, we get a lot of health, which allows us to drop the boundless vitality, and go for more mitigation instead, after getting CC'd. I think that's pretty good. Dusk is doing some duels. Dusk and Alikir. Been a while. Draukin's great. Draukin's an alright set, but that's why Dusk is on decay. It's a very good player. OG player. He's on. Okay, he's trying the leap combo with that. So where you do send rocks into I should probably use tank that try. Instead of trying to dodge or outrange it. You can like force the dodge roll with the 7 rocks. And then you leap. But it can be blocked. It's weird. They need to fix that. It's the sound block, we have to respect that. We can roll that. I don't want to get CC while there's sun on me. It's gonna be a little bit too painful. Kinda didn't have shields up there, but we are pretty tanky. Even without the shield. If I had a full like Max Magicka build without the tankiness, we'd probably die there. But thanks to the changes we made to the build, I can survive that. And also sustain rolling a little bit. Poke the leap. the armor bot there. Get CC meter. Means we can use this try. I believe there's full wildfire stacks on there. It definitely became harder to survive towards the end of the... or like later on this fight. At first you can kinda tank the DKs, but... once you have the wildfire stacks on you have to be a lot more careful. Gets easy by that, right? Or not. Ooh, ouch. There was a leap there, I'm not being in trouble. I think he did a fire burst there. It was just a really hard hitting whip there. I'm gonna just eat that CC break. Ooh, the sun is gonna get me. Well, rip. GG. Raise shield size using some new tech. Don't think we have enough damage to kill DK on this though. I think we can change. I had another build for duels. Okay, this is the BG/slash open world build. But I made a melee build too.
We can stop training when they're
Good DK was built. He had Sun, Wildfire, so Polly used Spybrand. So Spybrand, Sun, Polly, Mara or Valley backbar, I'd guess. Superstar in Discord from the Sork, sure. Also, what's bad one side? Just slash poison, you can tune it better, not sure what's ideal. Wait, what do you mean just? You have, hopefully you don't mean the shock cliff, because you have that from LSS already. Oh wait, no, you have Inferno stuff. Poison is best in shot then. I wouldn't change that. Okay, do we have can find cheer on it. So this stem shock, max shock. Yeah, I need to pay more attention to the shield. It's the orange bar that shows the shield size, or remaining shield size. Just get stuck casting the tracks sometimes. So I like use the rock, but it starts casting the next one after. It's not ideal. And there it doesn't fire the frag poke at all. Some classic Aligger. Do the double armaments here into Crackbook. Just needs a little bit more oomph. Maybe it overload. Or some different back bar. No! Fuck. It's like close, but wasn't quite enough there. The double omens into crack hits super hard though. Every time, I think. Almost every time. Use the armor bot there. Some value all the time. Nah, it's not the time to go offensive there. Did you see how much of a difference the shield stacking makes there? Compared to before. So I'm pretty safe if I can just do that. Double armor's frag. If you just can make that do more damage for duels, I think I can even play the range build. This needs to be a little bit deadlier. The rebuff. You always want to do combi before you go back far as well on this. Let's seize it here in a moment. Get our Massacre back. Some muscle proc. And some overload. If you got a streak off there, maybe that could have been it. The rebuff everything. Ooh, okay. I thought I could count it there. That's a mistake. Rip. Oh, GG. Any sustain CPU? Oh, no, hell no. It's the dumbest thing you can do on Sorkit dispatch. It's running any sustain. Tin can. A little bit. I think I don't need some of the tin cannery though. Yeah, the DPS is not great. Sphere also 24%. Because I don't block up that much. Maybe I could not run Sphere. I mean, I can try with Font of Power. Maybe with this tech it's doable. Or Static Reverb, but I don't think we have enough to block it. What time is it? 20 past? I can maybe do a couple more duels. I mean, Bound Armaments box. Sounds like Blinko board. Yeah, Bound Armaments helps a lot too. Okay, this can be squishier, a lot squishier. $50k Magicka, so that means 28% weapon spell match. The problem is the weapon spell match is kinda low on this though. Yeah, I don't know if I can survive on this anymore. I have to do the... nah, that was the only sense I had, right? Doing the Dark Counter. Nah, this sucks. You can't play Font of Power. Red Spit, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I mean, it makes sense. We lose 24% of our mitigation. But I can drop the Imperium for more damage. It's only 5% here in duels, 8%. I think at some point, like, you just go back bar and you don't get the Imperium and then you get pressured. Or I can just try the dueling build instead of this. We'll see if the dueling build works. It's gonna also not running the Sphere of Influence. Bedside I think PP still kind of, unless you play a healer. What's a Baronis? So I'm gonna save this. And we can try this one. Oh, except... did I not save it? Oh, it's probably the first one. Ah, it's this one. It's a bit of a different approach. I have to see if this is survivable or not. Ooh, it's not looking too good for the survivability there. Also, I need to use Hurricane on this build, right? Do I have vigor on this? I don't, right? I have the shield stack idea on this character as well, but... No, I'm just dead here, right? Yeah, no, how do I make this tanky? I need to make this a permablock back bar or something? Instead of the shield stacking. The idea is just to build ulti and then you get all value out of the font of power. But if you go max Magicka, then... I mean, I can try Vigor here, regardless. Just have the Hardened and Vigor. Or something like that. Like your heavy attack PP build video. Wait, heavy attack build, you mean the... I uploaded a BG with that, right? I don't know if it's still doable. The heavy attack build. In this patch. Didn't really get buffed in anyway. Feeling extra harassed tonight. What's up, Isanes? Why are you doing that, man? Okay, what is the... like, if people are not having, like, if they're not really enjoying it, let's say, then why do it? What's the point? In the game, no, you're not. You're not. You know that. Like, I get the idea, like, get reactions out of people, compile them, you have a funny thing to laugh at, all of that. Like, I get it. But surely there's better people to do it to. Than people like Kamul or Kokra or like... Like, surely there's actual, like, better targets than those people. So I get it, but I really don't get it as well. Why did you level like on NA or something? Like there's a lot of best players and whatnot over there that you can run after. Like why ruin it for like people who wanna chill and or not like toxic or anything? I don't get it. Do we have time for one more? It's half past. But yeah, I don't wanna be yapping about that all stream, so that's all I want to say. Leave it at that. Staying out of this. Don't really think it's too funny or anything. Chris, how you doing? Does swapping the front bar pipeline for a Deadly Strike work well with your stam decay? No. No, it does not. Deadly is not a good set. Firebrand is a very good set. Can PP getting upset someone's engaging in PvP with you? You know it's not about that. It's not about engaging in PvP. It's a bit more about the focus some people are getting over others in the background. Okay, I didn't get my shield there. Like maybe here we can survive until the big ulti. It's a big maybe though. Now this build needs to be a lot tankier for this kind of playstyle to work. I thought the major bot on the back bar would do. Doesn't really feel like it though. And I can streak there, rip. Nah, it's even worse for those than the range build, I think. I just don't have this robot you have on DK. Because on DK you can have this kind of playstyle where you tank on the back bar, you have Heart of Flame to sustain perma blocking and low heal all the times, but the shields are not enough. Okay, let's not like let's not call people anything, especially if they're not here to like respond. But even in the first place, not some drama channel. And you know it's not about that. I think they're the only ones to ever. I know they're not. Like that's why I don't give a fuck if someone who vanguards people like does it to everyone or wants to run after me. Okay, I treat this as an extra challenge. I'll just have a damage debuff on me the whole BG, and if I get top damage still, well, that's even more worth it, right? Afterwards, if I can survive and do all right in the BG, I don't care. I don't give a fuck because I know it's not personal. If it's something that someone does to everyone, but not everyone knows that. Some people can take it personal, or all the content they do is kind of ruined by what you're doing. And at that point, like, you have to think of it as a streamer. Like, if this ruins the content of the stream and it's just become super fucking boring for people watching, and it's just happening over and over again, would I get upset about that? Yes, I would, if it would affect me like that. I would get giga fucking upset about that. So I really understand, like, why people are upset about it. And you should understand as well, like, you're not stupid. We just need more reps in on this build, but I don't know, it feels like we still lack a little bit of damage. I could try the status mythic, but then I kind of want a disdain, I think, if I do that. We'd lose a little bit of tankiness as well without the DDF. Or I could try the previous build, but with, actually no I can't, because I have the Ancient Grace for the damage on the front as well. It does feel like we lack damage on this. Like the combos are good, and the skills on the bar are good. Just these sets for dueling. Maybe we could try to run Snake on this. Would be an option. Snake back bar, a little bit more damage, a little bit more max magic as well. Less max health. What can you do about that? Can I activate Overlord, please? Game? Hello? It just works. Or I could make a melee version of this with like BFP instead of the shocking soul. Maybe that would be good for trolls. It's more damage overall. Need to refresh that. I can't read chat right now. What's come Oiden? It's for gifting us up to Isanas. It's appreciated. Thank you. I don't know why he interrupts me and then does the Seven Rocks after. Yeah, it's just lax damage. Chris, thank you for the follow on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, I can read now. Get into streamers. You should care about people's livelihoods and or what they do for profit in their lives as well. Like it's not just about playing the game when you're a streamer. You're also trying to make something out of your streaming career, right? Because otherwise, why stream? You just stream on Discord to friends if it was only about that. So that also does matter. I think you're supposed to, you know when people are alive. Like, don't give me the. Don't take me for an idiot, Isanas. That's one thing I ask like here is to not like you can do Vanguard stuff to me like I don't like I don't care. It's just an extra challenge for me. But don't take me for an idiot. Like let's not go down that route. Griffin people supposed yeah, I mean
spam your memes for free. Describe the next song.
Wait, we have more. My activity feed is very bugged today. Kamul, thank you for gifting us up to Kokra as well, and to Lala. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Breaking news. We are live.
Okay. Let me scroll up again.
50. The prophecy begins. This is a special report from the front lines of the Alec Desert. I
I'm
repeat.
gonna skip that. Bobby, how you doing?
The
DJ is cooking. Keep the train alive for 3 minutes, everyone.
It's a contagion. The howls, they're drowning out the
So it's a spawn with one guy. Yeah, it's not really normal PvP, but I know like it's just fishing for reactions and trolling, but like there's a point where it just is too much. Like doing it a couple of times is alright, but doing it all day and every day, like people gonna get bored of that. Just still good duels. I lost to Father time. No, he did beat me earlier. Pity thank you on this. Can bring the werewolf to see if he can kill that, but it's also a build I mean, I'm thank you on this build. If you can kill this, you're good. As simple as that. I'm just lacking damage on this. I feel particularly dangerous when dueling people.
Chat, your brand new track is ready. You know what to do. Level up the train to unlock it.
Starlink, how you doing? You noticed whip going through blocks sometimes? Everything goes through block in my case. I drop block for 1 millisecond and there's always a bow proc there, or a fully stack whip. Fukats, how you doing? Stopped after stint kid. Noise average. I don't know about that. The only thing I would really say really, live with someone IRL income as a job, don't try to fuck that up. No joke or game anymore. Get a job.
Is dimming.
Do we go down this road? Isanas, you've also tried streaming. You don't get many viewers streaming. I know why you're typing that.
We need a primal.
Let's be fully transparent here. Like, not everyone wants to have a conventional job in their life. I think people should be allowed and able to pursue what they enjoy doing in life, instead of being consigned to doing something that makes them miserable.
No need for mail. Strength of the wolf rising from the gulf.
Or not miserable, in my case miserable if I have to work. I had to work yesterday, it was a fucking shit show again. But if you can do something you enjoy in life and make a living out of it, isn't that kind of ideal? Why tell people to get a job if they have a much better option?
1 minute.
Sounds kinda counterproductive, but...
Just one more. Sub.
Time to be slow with this song.
Next level.
Swim for the glory of the Wolfpack? Yes.
Secure your livestock and
I didn't even pay attention to the lyrics, I'm just reading that.
apocalypse is now.
Boys, how you doing? About the PP, pray for me so I can get into Grey Host. Good luck with that. Second Wind, how you doing? We streams, learn a lot from them, don't let the buttheads get you down. Oh no, it's not even about me right now. It's not even about me, like it's some... Or, well, sometimes I'm getting Vanguard in bits, but again, I don't give a fuck. But if other people do give a fuck and it disturbs their content or the enjoyment of the game, then maybe stop doing that.
There is only
Especially when it's nice people who don't deserve it.
left.
There's a lot of people who would deserve it. Let's put it that way. In this game, like there's a lot of content creators as well who are very cringe. Let's put it that way. And out of all of these people, let's go after Kokra. Let's go after Kamu. Like,
Has reached its destination.
what are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh, hype train over. Thank you for the support, guys. Much appreciated. Someone to get a job online? Could never. Yeah, it is. And thank you for the follow, Hakuja. Thank you. And Lunatic, how you doing? Content? Game PP in the PP mode. I just told you to not treat me like an idiot, Isanas. Do I have to time you out? You know it's not about that, I know it's not about that, everyone knows it's not about doing PvP in PvP. Like, let's drop the bullshit. Doing PvP is doing PvP, hitting everything, attacking everyone. Not running after one guy. Like, that's just trolling. Or griefing, whatever you wanna call it. And yeah, it's funny, like you get reactions, do it every now and then, is fine. Do it day after day after day, to nice people who are just trying to have a good time in game, or just trying to have good streams. That's not okay. It's not like I'm not a spokesperson for these people, but I can understand why someone would get upset about it. Desi files. Who would drop the list? Wait, what list? Desi Torres, Rita who treats Desi like Rita this long? No, it's been like a year since I banned anyone. It's been a long time. And there's been a lot of interesting chatters, let's say. Hey Atrocitus, how you doing? How's the stream? Did some BDs, did some testing, found some improvements for the build, but still need to figure out a good back bar, I think. Like, Imperium was fine in BDs, but I want to run this in duels, for example, Polynodes. What I miss? Nothing really. Just a couple of BDs and a couple of duels. Oh, who deserves the Vanguard BDs? Oof. Pick your poison. Go to YouTube, see how many clickbait titles you can find. Go to Twitch, see how many like best PvP or POV, whatever you can find. There's some of those. For example, Redfish, how you doing? Hello. Like there's a lot of cringe, like in the content creation space as well. And Gamul is not part of that, nor is Kokra. Like even like myself, like I have an ego. Like if you wanna vanguard me, I get it. I fully get it. Like I have somewhat of an ego, you could say. But Gamul and Kokra, like come on, dude. What's the point? What's the gold icon of skill in middle? Conti. Way better than having Inner Light here. But I think the build overall can be better still. At least for duels. For open world I like it. You have enough damage and survivability and sustain and all of it. What do I change for duels? Also my PV broke in 10 minutes, so I need to kinda end it. Should I put armor? Always armor pots on Zork. You don't need sustain. Running tripods is just trolling. Yeah, I would stream longer, but I have PV broke, so it was just gonna be a short stream today. Probably do more testing off stream, and we'll be back tomorrow. I'll send you guys over to Gamul stream. Send you guys to Gamul. Thanks for note. See you all tomorrow. Sorry again for the short stream. Just want to show the improvements. Still improvements, even if for duels it's not quite doing it right now. Socials. Oh, it's a little laggy today. These stream elements. Website, YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Kick over there. Clock Brock, thanks. Yesterday we got 35 out of 36, and the one death was at the first trash bowl, so we might finally get the Swashbuckler today, but we'll see. Okay, I think we time out someone for next stream. Okay, enjoy Gamul's stream. See you all next time. Bye.